What happens when the US government pays a foreign country $6 million to detain deportees, and those deportees vanish? And now that same country wants to trade them to Venezuela? Welcome to Immigration under Trump 2.0, cash, chaos, and zero accountability. Let's start with the facts. Trump's administration quietly approved a $6 million transfer to the government of El Salvador. The stated purpose? To help El Salvador expand detention capacity for deportees, people flagged for removal from the U.S., many of whom had open legal cases or court protections. What the Trump administration didn't say? A federal court had already blocked many of these deportations, so instead of honoring the law, Trump's team wrote a check. But here's where things take a turn. There's increasing evidence that many of these deportees were never held in El Salvador at all. Human rights monitors can't locate them. Families have no information, and Salvadoran prisons show no record of many arrivals. So, where are they? Whispers point to off-the-books facilities, some possibly outside El Salvador altogether. We're talking black site prisons, likely run in partnership with private contractors or even neighboring regimes. In other words, we didn't pay to house people. We paid to make them disappear. Now here comes the international chess move. El Salvador's president, seeing a golden opportunity, is now reportedly offering those detainees to Venezuela in exchange for Salvadoran citizens stuck in that country. So let's get this straight. The U.S. illegally deported people, paid El Salvador to detain them without oversight, and now El Salvador is trying to flip them for a better geopolitical deal. This isn't diplomacy. It's like trading people, and guess what? U.S. taxpayers are picking up the tab. Who comes out ahead in this deal? El Salvador gets millions in U.S. money and potentially regains citizens through a swap. Venezuela gains bargaining leverage by receiving prisoners the U.S. wanted gone. Trump gets to say he's tough on immigration without facing consequences. And who loses? The American taxpayer, who paid $6 million for an international human rights nightmare. The deportees, some of whom may be legal residents or citizens, now missing. And the rule of law, tossed aside like yesterday's headlines. Let's call this what it is. We didn't pay to detain people. We paid to erase them. Now, those same people are being offered in a state-sanctioned prisoner trade, like chips in a geopolitical poker game. This is what happens when immigration becomes a business deal, not a legal process. This is what it looks like when human rights are for sale. If this enrages you, don't stay silent. Share this video. Ask your representatives where the money went. Ask where the prisoners are. And ask why your government is paying foreign countries to commit acts we wouldn't allow on our own soil. This is your tax money. This is your country. This is the fight for what kind of nation we want to be. Like and subscribe to keep up on the chaos.